Thanks, Muardian, to having me to come here for our podcast. So we would like to talking about discuss about COP28. This is the phenomenal COP. Compared to the other COP, this is quite slowly result of COP. COP28 is in place in Dubai, normally 2 weeks, but also normally 1 day after that additional stay. Why? Because it's very tight discussion, and finally, 13th of December, the final of the COP will be happen. So they have some the main result of the COP. The one thing is the first time our country agreed to need the transition of the away from fossil fuel in agri system. This is the key result. The second one, the set global target to triple capacity of renewable energy and also double of rate of energy efficiency improvement by 2030. And I think this is the discussion among the stakeholder, among the parties, and finally they use the name of transition as part of the other result. And although the output of the meeting is they are talking about global stock takes. The global stock take is a measure progress toward achieving the Paris Agreement goal in mitigation, adaptation, and also climate finance. And the last one, the final result of the conference is including operationalization of the fund to pay of loss and damage. This is the first time they result the pay for loss and damage. They agree to official agenda for this conference. So we would like to talking about focus for why the attention of fossil fuel, because of they have two options for away from the fossil fuel. The first one is pass down, the second one is pass out. Then normally in our climate change facing, we are talking about how to away from the fossil fuel, but finally even 100 countries, 100 parties want this conference to make a decision to completely exit or pass with fossil fuel, but finally the result or agreement for the all party agree to pass out, not post exit. So transition from fossil energy after massive opposition from 16 other OPEC countries. So they are deal with pace away. So what about Indonesia? Indonesia is standing, of course, pace down, because of in pace out or pace down is quite different. In pace down, Indonesia still have a position to make production of the coal production, because of we have the largest one of the country with the largest coal production. And sometime Indonesia, of course, we need financial assistance and investment in green energy for transition, eliminating fossil fuel. So now we would like talking about the money, about the funding. Commitment of for developed country in climate change. They are gathering COP28 successful gathering fund amounting around $700 million. This is initial step. Of course, it is far from enough, considering in targeted goal is around 100 billion per year. This is money for adaptation, mitigation, and of course for other activity facing the climate change. And also this way, this number show that the developed country to address the climate change is not yet fully taken. And you know that everybody in it, the main actor of the climate change cause, because of developed country use the coal, use the energy fossil fuel for industrial different area. Now we are talking about specifically for global stock takes. Global stock take is collective assessment of implementation and effectiveness of the Paris Agreement, its goal. In this global stock takes, we are report for each country every year, every activity, in order to maintain adaptation and mitigation on climate change. And of course, they have compared to the NDC, National Determinant Contribution. So I would like to say what is the result for the final assessment of the COP. I would like to say the COP28, the result is so. It means not so really maximum. Why? Because targeting limitation global warming maximum 1.5 degrees Celsius in 2030 as a Green Paris Agreement won't be achievement. Why? We need more progress agreement. We need more activity. We need more money. We need more funding. We need more activity in order to mitigation of climate change, in order to limit 1.5 degrees Celsius as wrote in Paris Agreement. So, what impact for Indonesia? Of course, Indonesia, even they have a lot of activity for COP parties every year, but disaster hit Indonesia increasingly significantly. We have drought, we have heavy rainfall, and so on. We have flooding also. What solution for Indonesia? At least two things. The one thing, policy streamlining. We have policy, national policy, what also we have local policy. Through the local policy like village. We need support for preparation of activity, not only preparation but also support for funding. And of course, we need technology supporting in order to adaptation in the field. The second one, we need stakeholder engagement. Why? Government, not only government, but also community and other stakeholders, businessmen, industrial, and also NGO should be encouraged to be part of our team, to be part of our group in order to encourage activity, adaptation, mitigation, and also other capacity building. So I think why we need this one, why we need everybody facing the climate change, because you see that certain province in Indonesia is very high disaster risk class, and only 25 with the medium risk. And this means there's no low disaster provinces in Indonesia. For example, we have 3 provinces at the medium risk, including Jakarta, including Central Java, and also Riau Island. And also we have 3 provinces, for example, with the high risk because of climate change. For example, West Sulawesi, Maluku, Bangka Belitung. So I think whatever the conference every year, they will happen in next year and over the next year later, but we need to have preparation, we need to have funding, we need technology in order to reduce the climate change impact over Indonesia. Thanks.